Hey guys, Stitching May here, just gonna do my video for November. I got a lot to show you. I went on the retreat, so I have way too much haul. I got some progress done. I have yet again another start. I think every single video this year I've had a new start. And that was not at all my plans, and I'll talk about my plans for 2015. I have some gifts to show you. I have some fully finished objects to show you. I have a lot to show you. Some plans for next year. So sit tight because I'm very, very scattered. My mind's in like 30,000 different places. This is actually Connor's birthday week. I cannot believe my kid is going to be 4 tomorrow. Sheesh. So I'm kind of scattered with everything going on. I'll probably come to you later on with a close-up video of Box of Delights because it is one of my finishes, and I don't think I'll have any time this week to do that close-up video. So I'll start off talking about the retreat. As you guys know, Organic Granny and I went on a retreat together, and Danita was there as well, and Eskimo's wife on YouTube, and the retreat was great. We had a lot of fun. We learned a lot about each other, Lori and her friend Gay and I. It was kind of interesting. A lot of laughs. I learned that Lori will speed up for a Steak and Shake. Actually speed up. The person who doesn't like fast food. Get her hungry enough and she will fly through a red light. Possibly. For a Steak and Shake. I kid. It was very busy. I just trying to get everything done for the retreat. We definitely had a lot of fun though. Something that I would definitely look into doing again. The ornament exchange was fun. The gift exchange was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed sitting around looking at the different patterns that people were working on, getting to know the different people, and getting enabled. I can't tell you, the shop was just like right there, like, because she had brought all of her stuff, and I kept getting up, and I probably got up and shopped more than I stitched. I kept whining to poor Lori about, oh, but this is pretty and I don't need it, and changing my mind and not making up my mind anyway. Then I had a regret of something that I didn't purchase, and I ended up purchasing it when I came home. Yeah, it's bad. So I definitely think that Lori and Gay and I will definitely get together again soon. We've even talked about possibly kind of going up to the area, just us three kind of, and just taking a girls' weekend. I don't know. We'll see. But I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I've got all the retreat stuff in the bag to show you with the haul. So I'll start with my whips. I have some fully finished objects. My stockings are back, yay, and they've been hung by the chimney with care. I realized a mistake on these, that I originally thought that I had accidentally stitched Connor's with only 2 strands of floss. However, I stitched it with 3. Thinking that I had stitched it with 2, it was up in the attic when I thought this, I stitched mine and Scott's with only 2 strands of floss. So the result is that mine and Scott's are a lot more faded looking, not as bold as Connor's, which is okay, because the way I hang him up on the mantle is that Connor's goes in the middle, and to me it looks like it's because it's kind of zoomed in, whereas mine and Scott's are kind of zoomed out. So that's what I'm telling myself, to where it doesn't drive me crazy. These were actually, I'll stop moving them to where you can see them. These were actually sewn by a coworker's mom. She sent me a message with the stocking saying that she kind of rushed to get them done for Christmas, but apparently she's not happy with some of the sewing. I think it looks great, and she wants me to send them back to her, just mine and, well, all of them, but mainly mine and Scott's, because she feels that it is a subpar job and wants to fix them, but she wanted me to have them for Christmas. I will talk to her through my coworker and see. I think they look fine, but I know how it is to have a work out there that you don't feel is up to your standards. So I will send it back if she really wants me to, and let her work on them. To me, they're fine. I mean, I'm amazed. Even the links, they're the same. That's me is amazing because that's my biggest issue when I make my wall hanging. Measuring and cutting were never my thing, and that's why I will never ever be a professional, even an amateur seamstress. I can get by with my machine. I can make a wall hanging for myself, but I'll never be somebody that can, you know, sew for somebody else. Never say never though, right? Measuring and cutting, yeah, not my thing. I have a finished Box of Delights is finished. I absolutely positively loved working on this piece. I've even got the beading done. Done a lot of beading the last couple months, and the beading is driving me crazy. So you'll see in a minute. But I will do a more close-up video of each section later when I have more time. But I did want to show you the finish. I'll be getting this framed soon. I'll actually be sending this one and then my Emerald Dragonfly to be framed at the same time. As I say that, I've mentioned before that my husband's co-worker does our framing for us, and he gives us an incredible discount, like an incredible discount. And it's funny because my husband kind of thought, you know, that the guy was creeping up on prices, and I'm like, you know, probably is. The price of framing is going up. We were at a box store just recently, Hobby Lobby, and he mentioned purchasing just a mat because he owned a frame for this picture that he has, and he just wanted the matting cut. There's a piece of fuzz. Sorry. Just wanted the matting cut, and it was gonna be like $50 just for the matting. And we got in the car, and he's like, "You know, my coworker really does give us a discount. I think we need to include him, you know, and a Christmas gift possibly. He gives us such a." But anyway, so I will send both of them off to be framed. But like I said, we get a really good price on the framing. But there that is. Wow, that was a really big digression. I apologize for my jumpiness today. Just, you know. It's okay though. It's good to not know what's going on sometimes, because the screaming can be distracting, right, Lori? So then my next progress thing that I stitched on this at the retreat the first day because it was something that I could kind of not have to 110% focus on. And I thought I could finish it in the retreat, and then I decided to work on other things and didn't get a finish. But I think I finished a couple of leaves on the spring project that is still in the works. I cannot wait to get this one finished. It will be finished eventually. It was one from the Cross Stitch and Discuss spring challenge that if you finished it, you got entered into a drawing. And as you can see, I did not finish, so I did not get put into the drawing. But there that is. Just a couple more leaves. I'm still loving to work on that. I don't really have any patterns that are driving me crazy except for one that I'm about to show you. Well, two. Ooh, almost the very bad gesture there. Getting X-rated here. I guess I should put this back in here. The project that's driving me crazy right now is this Mill Hill kit. It's an ornament. And it's not the kit itself, it's just the beading. Beading is driving me crazy right now. I will say again, beading on, hold up to where you can see it. That's not the pattern, that's instructions, that'll work. Beading on this with 2 strands of DMC through petite glass beads is not easy. The 2 strands are hard enough to get through the bead with the beading needle, and then this one calls for a full stitch with the petites, so that's getting 4 strands of floss through the petite beads with the beading needle. And I was about to throw it last night, and the 12 Days of Christmas by the Plum Street Samplings has been calling to me, and finally last night at the advice of Ildy, I finally did kind of toss it to the side and take a break from it. My goal is to have it finished by Christmas, and I probably will have it finished by Christmas. I'm just taking a breather from it because I've beat it a lot over the last month and a half. So, but there it is. This one is called, I don't know what to hold up to where you can see it, because that's the that's not the pattern, that's instructions that'll work. Beading on this with 2 strands of DMC through petite glass beads with the beading needle, and it's I would say again, beading on this with 2 strands of DMC through petite glass beads with the beading needle, and there it is. This one is called not jade, it's called blue topaz. So there's a whole like set of these ornaments that are named after different jewels. Okay, there's a jade and a emerald and all kind of different ones. And then my favorite progress, and the one that is calling to me the most right now, and what I'm going to be working on when I finish this video, is the 12 Days of Christmas by Plum Street Samplings. I'm loving this project. I love it. There's only 2 or 3 colors. It's more of a traditional Christmas than the ornament is. I'm definitely in the Christmas stitching mood. I've gotten so many. I'm having to make myself stop buying Christmas stuff because I'm never going to have room for all the Christmas stuff. And I never thought I would be a Christmas stitcher. I never thought I would be a holiday stitcher, but it's becoming that. Very much so. But there that is. I think she's up to day 8 or 9 already. 9? Kind of scary because that tells you how close Christmas is. I won't finish this by this Christmas. This will be a finish for next year. Okay, now on to some haul. I forgot to show you guys this last time. It's, I think. So I'm going to show you again to be sure. This was actually part of a vacation haul. It's called Teeny Twinny by the Sweetheart Tree. And it's got just a little bit, and then it's called Moody Blues. Teeny Twinny number 67. And it looks like it actually has a little bit of hardinger in it. But here's the design. It was on clearance. It was $2. It was originally $9, marked down to $2, $4.50, then marked down to $2. And it's even got the little sequins and beads, like a little embellishment thing in here that I can't show you without showing you the pattern. But I forgot to show you that last time. It was stuck away in my suitcase, oddly enough. And then, so for haul. Okay, I'll start with what I got at the retreat. Y'all, this is embarrassing. I should explain first that in January, starting January the 15th, we're doing an event in Cross Stitch and Discuss called the Stash and Start Restraint, SSR. And in that, we will not, starting January the 15th through 6 months, so that's what, July 15th, we will not start anything or buy anything for 6 months. Yes, 6 months I'm going to try not to buy anything. So what I've done instead is I've bought it all now. I even have stuff on the way from 123 Stitch, and I'm sure I'll buy more before January the 15th. But that's my explanation, so don't judge me. Okay, so at the retreat, this is still stuff that I didn't purchase at the retreat. I got okay, I think that's it. Nope. Okay, that's just what I got on this. Really easy. I've been putting all my haul in this bag so I knew what. It was kind of cool. She had these bags and you walked around and put what you wanted to buy in the bag. And then at the end, she calculated you up, and then you you left with your stuff. That way you could change your mind. You can add more, put it back, add more, that kind of thing. First of all, the freebies that we got for being a part of the retreat, we got the 2015 Prairie Schooler and To All a Good Night design, which to me, I love Prairie Schooler. I'm so depressed they're going out of business. Well, not out of business, but they're closing up shop. And to me, this is kind of like To All a Good Night, and that's their last Santa. That's kind of, I don't know, kind of sad. And then also this Little House Needleworks Sleigh Bells ring. Isn't that cute? It's a little ornament. Really like that. And then those were the freebies that we got for stitching or being in the retreat. And then the gift that I ended up getting, oddly enough, was Lori's. And I had kind of seen Lori's gift and I kind of wanted it. And I joked with her that I wouldn't leave without her gift, especially after I saw it in the room. And I didn't leave without her gift. But anyway, I'll show you what I got from Lori. It's in this box. It's so cool. I love this box. I absolutely positively love this box. And then inside is a snag nabbit, which is really cool. I think it's originally used to like pull sweater pieces like down through your sweater. However, I will be using it to pull those little pesky ends that get pulled back through the fabric back through to the back. And then this has been opened. I put it back in the packaging just for the video. This Clover needle threader. Oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. It's not the little wires that you pull loose. It is actually a full-on metal needle threader. It's got a protective cap and everything. I don't know if you'll be able to see how it's actual pieces of metal instead of just a thin wire. But then it flattens out completely so that it goes to the needle. This thing is amazing. All my stuff's getting mixed up. And then some thread heaven. And then a piece of 35 count Liberty. I thought that was an U, but it's an L-I. Uberty? That would be an interesting name. Liberty linen. And it's this beautiful red color. And it goes with, look, I folded it up the right way. That was a skill I learned in the retreat. It goes with this Ink Circles, a Holly Jolly mandala, which is a mandala of Christmas trees. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. That's why I wanted this, and I think this is like a restricted, not restricted, but limited edition chart from what I understand. It's got Christmas trees and holly and pine. It's so beautiful. And then 3 skeins of white DMC to go with it. It's a whole kit. And then John Jane's 28 petite tapestry needles. Isn't that amazing? Oh, and the ornament that I got is already on the tree. I'll probably end up forgetting by the end of the video. I have to show you on, that's what I'll do. I'll show you the ornament on when I show you the close-up of the Ink Circles chart. Like I said, very scattered today. And then the things that I purchased on the retreat were, first of all, we got these little bags. These were being sold by one of the stitchers. She had just the bag with blank pieces of Ada. Or she had ones that already had stitching done, and then she had extra of these pieces of Ada that would fit in. But she was selling them and then donating the money towards, I believe, colon cancer research. I know it was cancer research. I think it was colon cancer research. So I think Lori got one too. I don't remember which one Lori got. And then the patterns that I purchased this piece of fabric. It is 32 count alluring blue Belfast 15 by 18 fabric. Look at that blue, it's so pretty. Look at Tiffany blue color. Got that. I'm gonna leave it in the package because it's all solid color. It's no variation or anything. And then I've got this Lizzie Kate. It's called Oh Baby number 152, and it's a baby sampler. But the thing that I like, see if I can show this to you without ruining the pattern, showing the pattern, is that if you notice there are a bunch of, whoa, that's way too close. There are a bunch of different little squares. This thing has 16 different of these little squares that you can choose. so that you can mix them up however you want. It's got the alphabet and the dates, and it's all solid colors, so you can choose any colors you want. I really like that because you can use this again and again for more than one baby. You know, you could do the rattle and then the teddy bear and the bunny rabbit, or do the more boyish ones. They've got a sailboat, a star, a train. Let's see. The quilt designs, hearts, roses, birds, 2 different kind of bunny rabbits. I mean, it's just really neat. It's very customizable, and the ability to use it again and again. So I really liked that. And then I got, I got this blue ribbon designs. I fell in love while I was there. There's a lady sitting next to me stitching daisies in blue jeans, which I'll probably end up eventually getting. But then there's this, it's called Peppermint Twist. And it's got all these Christmas designs. This pattern is so thick because you can stitch it like this big sampler, or then they've got finishing instructions, and then different, like the way you can do it, like just the different little motifs by themselves, and then how to even finish those motifs. So you could do just the cardinal, or just the word joy, or just the tree. I'm really, really impressed by this. It was like more than one, you know, project in one pattern. So I got that one as well. It's got finishing instructions for a pin keep, scissor fob, needle book. Yeah, there's 3 things. And then, I'd never seen this before. This is one that Lori and I passed back and forth. It was called Silver Landscape by Carriage House Samplings. It's just trees. And that's just so simplistic and beautiful to me. This is one that I picked up and put down, and Lori picked up and put down, and then I picked up and put down, and finally I'm the one that got it. Because I was not very good on this trip. I spent not way too much money, but I did splurge. I stayed within my stitching budget though, so I didn't really spend too much. I'm telling myself that I stop buying now. And then the cool thing is that they had a little, I did not know this because I would have contributed to, there wasn't a lot of that. That's probably my biggest kind of, not complaint, but frustration with this retreat, is that apparently a lot of the people that went to this specific one had been to the ladies' other retreats before. So she didn't send out a whole lot of information explaining what went on in the retreat. The only reason I knew that we were doing a gift exchange and an ornament exchange is because the Eskimo's wife had told me. I didn't realize that they had a freebie table that you kind of bring some stuff that you want to purge, and then you can get some stuff from it. So, but they still let us, you know, participate in the freebie table, even though we didn't bring anything. So I got a few free things. This is just one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. And then this is a pattern. I can show it to you. I can't show it to you. You'll have to look it up. It's called the Stitcher. There was a cross stitch magazine that came out in the late 70s, early 80s maybe. And it was called the Stitcher, and it's a silhouette of a little girl stitching. And you would send off to the magazine for that pattern. And I could never find the pattern. And oddly enough, one of the first things I saw on the table was the pattern. Somebody at some point had sent off for the pattern and no longer wanted it. And I can't show it to you, but maybe I can from a distance. I'll show it to you really quick. It's just a silhouette of a girl stitching. Well, it is. But I love it. You do it in one color, and I just always liked it. And I found it, and I was so excited. And then this was on the freebie table. Be Happy. It's got daisies and bees. It's awesome. By Ladybug Lane Designs. Oh. Actually know the address of this place. See if they're still open. And then there were a few charts out of a magazine, this little spring one, which oddly enough would really look really good on that alluring blue fabric. And then this little nativity scene, which I won't do the ornaments. I'll probably do it big like this instead of doing these ornaments. And then that is everything. Well, ooh, I got this at the Joann's up there. I've looked for this stuff. It is the Thread Magic. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's like Thread Heaven, except it has this special little, the container has got slits in the side to where you can pull your thread through it. Look it up. There's an awesome video on it. I'll try to remember to link the video in the down bar. I don't ever remember to do that. But it's like Thread Heaven, but the container is a little bit different. I was gonna try it out. I went through two different states looking for this stuff. I think I even looked in Alabama. So yeah, but I finally found it. So I got some of that. Okay, before that, I had purchased, and I don't know who the fabric is, a twilight blue piece of MCG Textiles fabric off of eBay. Just, you know, it's 32 count linen that you can get at Hobby Lobby, but it was cheaper and they don't have the blue color. It's twilight blue in my stores, which I'm going to be using to restart. Remember the twilight blue fabric. Then I got this little 18 count piece of fabric. Just a little small. I think I paid $2 for it on eBay. It was from the same lady that was selling the other, so I kind of threw it together to combine the shipping. And then I got a needle mat from Needle Knacks. It is the, what is this one called? I just know it's the butterfly from Silence of the Lambs. She sold this. It was a second. It's got a little bit of a flaw to it. Let me show you this little bit of flaw. This is normally like a, I think $12 or $13 needle knack. Part of the paint is scratched off of the top. You can cover that up with a paint marker. I got it for $5 instead with free shipping. So I'm trying to think if there's a name for it. Oh, I know the kind of butterfly this is, and I can, or moth this is, and I can't remember. Yeah, that. Sorry, I'm having to put everything back out. I'm driving you crazy putting stuff away. And then, once I was home, I sorely regretted not getting a kit that I had picked up several times at the retreat. And I bet Lori already knows which one it is. Because when I first got there, I was so excited because I'd been looking for it. And then when I got home, I had regretted not getting it, so I ended up getting it. And it is the Lizzie Kate 2007 Special Edition Christmas Kit, K29. It comes with the pattern, the floss, and the fabric. This is one that I should have gotten at the retreat, and I didn't, so I came home and purchased it. I told you, I'm really in a big Christmas kick. I have a Christmas spirit. My son's really enjoying Christmas this year. He's so excited about Santa. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, because of this kit, this wonderful ornament kit, I spilled some of the beads. And it was all the wonderful petite light blue beads. So my camera was rude and just cut off on me in the middle of me talking. That means this video is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, I spilled some of the Mill Hill petite beads and I had to go. There's a little frame shop in my town. And she's got some cross stitch stuff. But she's not replenishing it. So she's just kind of selling out of her stock. So I went by there to pick up the one package of Mill Hill beads that were on sale for $1. And I ended up getting a lot of other stuff because she had all of her prairie schooler stuff and some of her Krennic on sale. And I probably would have had purchased more, but she only accepts cash and check, and I only had so much of each on me, so I had to stop. I got the Mill Hill beads that I needed, just, you know, the little bitty pack. And then I got this Krennic. It is blending filament 061. Oh, I just love that color. Just a very red and black color. And then I got some more of this. You'll probably recognize it. I used it on my pumpkin for my Prairie Schooler, the pumpkin. And it's 209C. It's called, I think it's called, not Confetti, Carnival. Carnival is the name of that one. And then she had her Prairie Schooler Santas on sale for $1.50 a piece. Yes, $1.50 a piece, and I may go get the rest of them. Not like the whole, you know, one of each of them. I've picked up 2004 because he's cross stitching, and then 2005 because he's quilting. I blame Trisha, 3 Hour Threads, for my love of these Santas. All her fault. And then I found this kit. It is the Prairie Schooler Dear Santa 2006 limited edition. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I absolutely love it. I'll probably not stitch the year at all. Leave that blank. But it comes with a John James needle, the fabric, and all of the crescent colored hand-dyed flosses. $13 on sale. $13. Could not beat that. And I think that is all of my haul. Next are some gifts that I was given. One of them is a lady from our group who said I could share her name. I'll share her first name. It's Miss Cindy. She sent us all of the admins a little small gift. And I will show you what I got. She sent a lotion bar too that's already being used, and I would show it to you, but it's not as pretty as it was because it's being used. It was in a little container. It's homemade lotion. It's awesome. It smells like baby powder, and it works so well. And it had like a little butterfly kind of where it had been stamped in, but I've used it like I said, and it's just a beautiful smelling lotion bar. But you won't get the full effect, you know, via video. So it's over there being used. And then she sent this beautiful piece of fabric. It is 28 count Sunny Dyes. Look at these colors. Isn't that amazing? That's so pretty. It's even cut to where it won't fray. I don't know what brand this is, but I absolutely positively love this piece of fabric. And I'm getting to where I like hand-dyed fabrics. I'm always afraid that they will take away from the stitching itself. And then she sent a lavender and lace, the Celtic Lady Autumn, I love it because it's the redhead. It's the redhead. You see plenty of blondes and brunettes. You don't see a lot of redhead stitch. And it's like, I love it. It's the truth of the truth. It's like a true redhead with a different like blondes and browns and different colors in it. So, and I don't know if you guys have heard of them. I'm sure I've heard them talked about on YouTube, on Flosstube, where they're doing the color conversions and they make them like the background and stuff different colors and everything. I'll probably stitch this one as it is because I love the purple. And then she sent me this little dinosaur book, Urban Dinosaurs. My son was ecstatic when he saw these, so I'm gonna have to stitch him some of these because they're dinosaurs. They're just different little. See if I can show you. On the inside, it's all the patterns. But there's Tyrannosaurus. There's one that says no trespassers, violators will be eaten. Then there's a Surfosaurus on the back. A little, I think it's a Stegosaurus surfing. And it says, please no smoking. Why do you think we're extinct? That's kind of cute. And then a Jogosaurus. He's jogging. Right, that's cute. Designs by Stephanie Seabrook Hedgepath. Urban Dinosaurs. It's got a book 141. There that is. And then this beautiful, I've never said this, Lucilla kit. Look at this teddy bear and this duck fishing. I didn't know if it was a goose or a duck. Duck fishing. Isn't that just amazing? Look at that. I don't know. It's so cute. So I have to stitch that. And the floss is even separated. I almost think that she separated the floss. I don't know. It doesn't look like a factory floss sorter. It's got a gold-plated needles included. So there's more than one gold-plated needle. That was that gift. And then another one of the ladies, she's actually here on Flosstube as well. She sent us she sent me a gift, and I think a few other people a gift, but she wished to remain anonymous. And it was supposed to be a Christmas gift. And this was part of the whole bloopers fest on my last video that ended up getting deleted, was that my deal with my son was that if he could sit still whenever it came time to open up the gifts, that he could open them and show them on the camera. So then, as I finally got to it, I had said her name in the video, and she didn't want her name named. And then we opened up the envelope to open up the individual gifts, and on the card it said that I couldn't open them for Christmas. So then I had to completely stop. However, since then she has messaged me and told me that I'm okay to go ahead and open the gift. So I did let my son open the gifts. That way he got to finally open the gifts that I had promised him to open a while back ago. He actually did rather well with it. I figured he would cry. He was just like, okay, whatever. But she sent me something that was on my wish list. It was the Sweetheart Tree, another teeny tweeny. And this one's called Dragonfly Dreams. And it's got the embellishments in it as well. I'm trying to get them to move, but they won't. Look at that. It's dragonflies. It's like a little mandala, and it's got dragonflies on it. Oh, it's got a correction to it. Several errors. Corrections below. It's got corrections included on it. And then it's also got 2 little beads included with it. So I'm really excited about stitching that. And then she also sent this little, I just showed a pattern without meaning to, this little Bright Ideas pamphlet. And it's got, again, I'll show it to you quickly from a distance because I don't want to show the pattern. This cute dragonfly pattern. And I'm so excited about that one as well. So I got 2 more dragonfly patterns. And then she sent this beautiful 8 of, I'm sorry, is it 8 or is it, I think it's 28 count. It's 28 count. A fabric that she dyed. Look at these colors. She hand dyed this herself. Look at these bold colors. Isn't that just amazing? People are so talented that can do this stuff. Besides, a little different, I think, maybe. Kind of bolder. Beautiful. So I got some hand-dyed fabric as well. So thank you, ladies. Oh, and this wonderful folder too to put my patterns in because I save folders anyway. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, Cindy, and thank you to the other wonderful lady who knows who she is. I'll keep it all together. And then on to my plans for next year. God, this video is so long. I'm sorry. Like I said, we're doing the stitch and stash restraint. And also, we're going to start off in January by doing another Crazy 7. And I was worried about, cause you know, I said this year I've had, I think a new start every single video. So I was worried about not having, if I just kept to the 5, I think, whips that I have right now, which are Starry Night 99 bottles. I've got that little, of course, the 12 Days of Christmas. I've got the spring one, and then my Mickey Mouse. I think that's all that I have. I think. Yeah. Well, and then I had needleworker. So I was kind of worried about those getting, because I get ADD. I get Stitcher's ADD. So I decided to join in on the Crazy 7, which oddly enough happens the first week in January. And then right after that, we will go to the No Starts, No New Stash. So I get to start 7 projects in January, and then I have to do nothing. No new starts and no new purchases for 6 months. Kind of nervous about this. So for my 6 starts, I decided I would restart needleworker pattern because, oh my gosh, we were on the retreat and I tried to stitch on that thing. And there were so many mistakes, and the more mistakes I found, the more it messed up. And then I tried to go back and grid it after the fact with some metallics, and you know, to figure out where I had made the mistake. And then halfway through the gridding, Lori, I realized that I had messed up somewhere along the way at the retreat. And I'm just so frustrated with that fabric, not that fabric, but that project, that I think I just need to start over. So I decided that what I would do is I would restart it on the Twilight Blue, or Twee Blue, as I called it. I was reading it. I was like, oh, look, I got this wonderful Twee Blue fabric. And the person I was talking to was like, don't you think that's supposed to be Twilight Blue? I'm like, that would make more sense. It was TWI for the abbreviation, and I was calling it Twee Blue. Anyway, so it's a beautiful blue fabric, and I'll show you that later. And the colors, I realized that the gray color, actually, one of the colors is possibly going to get lost on that fabric anyway. So I am going to instead start over in January from scratch, pay a lot more attention to where I'm stitching, highlight as I go each little line. My issue is that it kind of goes like in the lettering. It's like three stitches and then 4 stitches and 3 stitches and then 4 stitches, like to make the L. Well, because it goes 3 4 3 4, I get confused and do too many threes, or I don't know. It's just a mental block. So I'm going to start all the way over. It's horrible. So that'll be one of my 7. And then my other one is going to be this Dragonfly Reflections kit that I got on eBay a while back ago. So that'll be number 2. It's on perforated paper. And then this one is from a magazine. I do have the full magazine. I just, when I kitted it up, I stuck it in here like this. It is called Nola's Butterflies. Nola Butterflies. And it is designed by, it was in a Just Cross Stitch, was it Just Cross Stitch? Yes, Just Cross Stitch, June 2014 magazine. It's stitched by Country Garden Stitchery, and it's a beginner skill level. And it's just those butterflies. And the reason I like this and wanted to stitch this is the one that I kind of decided to, it was between this one and the other spring one for that spring challenge. These are some of the variegated threads that I had purchased in that lot. So I'm going to do it with these variegated variation threads instead of the ones that it calls for, so that I use up some of that lot that I got. So that will be number 2. Sorry, number 3. I can't count. That's why I can't do the needle worker, because I can't count past 3. My 4th one will be, my 4th one will be this one that I was gifted by Sarah, by Pine Mountain Designs. It's needle art by Sandra Workman. It's called You Make Me Happy. And it's one that she sent me a while back ago. I had sent her some stuff and she, returned the favor. It's got the fabric, and then she sent the threads as well, and I love those colors together. And then my other new start that I've been kind of gritting on, this will be number 5, is this Design Works. It's already kind of separated and ready to go. It's kitted up, so that's why it's in this bag. Design Works is called Daisies in Vase, rather, plural. But there that is. It's on black fabric, and I've been gritting it with Sulky Sliver Silver because it's on 14 count black Aida. And then number 6 is going to be the small Easter sampler. This was gifted to me by, well, these were gifted to me by Jellicles Forever. It's this Heart and Hand Easter sampler. It's got a little bunny rabbit. I thought it was really, really cute. I did a lot of smalls for my 7. That way I could get some finishes in, because I'll be working on my big projects all year long. And it already came with the fabric and then the little buttons. And I'll probably need to stitch this in just DMC instead of the hand dyed. There that one is. And then last and certainly not least, I'm cheating because it's one that I was already going to start in January. So I'm going to start this one. It's one of my crazy 7. And that is Tree of Hope by Mirabilia. And I have the last 2 silks that I need on the way for this project. So those are my crazy 7 starts. And that I'll show you. It's got the beads already. I've got 2 of the silks, and I'm going to put this on this beautiful Silk Weavers Belfast 32 count linen. Does it? It's got J33. Look how it's a beautiful blue, slightly variegated, not too variegated, kind of mottled fabric, and it's so, look how like bouncy and soft that is. That makes sense though, bouncy and soft. I'm a fabric and fiber sniffer as well, Trisha. So no, you're not alone. But that is really it for now. Like I said, I hope I have a lot more progress in my next video. And less purchasing. However, this will be my last month I can purchase before I go 6 months without getting anything. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, gift cards don't count. So if I get gift cards for Christmas, I may hang on to those just specifically to spend. I'm going to try to be good and not even get through loopholes like that. I'm really going to try to only buy, like if I need replacement DMC or replacement beads for a project. But that'll be a backup just in case. That's really everything for now, except I do want to take the time to thank you guys for watching my videos. I realize that I now have 2,000 subscribers. When I first put my first video up, I never thought that I would have like 10 people watching my videos, much less all of you who take time to watch the videos and comment and leave messages. And I just want to say thank you for that. It really does mean a lot. I also want to say I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. And if I don't see you again, I hope that you have a happy new year and that you get plenty of time with your family and plenty of time stitching. Thanks for watching.